Hey, welcome again to another Grind Time TV exclusive. Look, I'm your boy Rahim Brazil, and I get the pleasure of interviewing yet another member of G-Status ATL Hustle, the outspoken, the courageous Milan Jadda.
Jadda, darling. Jadda,
Jadda.
darling.
Look, but before we get to that, I want you all to make sure you subscribe right here below. And also click on that notification button so that way you can get the updates to our videos over here on Dream House Television Network. So let's get the scoop of what's going on with Milan. Milan, how you doing?
Hot seat, what's going
The
on?
hot seat. How you doing?
I haven't seen you since like the beginning, like the promotion of G-Status.
Yeah. Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Really?
I think we've like passed each other in the WTT.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's about it. I haven't seen you so.
Well, welcome.
Yes,
It's so good to see
back,
you.
darling.
Right,
It's good
to
to be
see you
back.
again. And I know everybody is so excited and can't wait to hear your story and your side of things. I know we had Adrian Creer here.
Yes.
So it's so good to have you
Thank you.
because you're very outspoken.
I am.
I have noticed.
Yes.
And
Very. I try to be at least.
look, we admire that though. We admire that. People like me admire that. You know, you make my job a little easier.
Yes.
But before we jump into everything, I want you to let everyone know exactly a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So my name is Milan Jadda. I'm known for doing parties in New York City. I've thrown events. I attend high fashion events and
Right.
other things, kind of promotional to
Right.
get the word around about the scene in New York. I do red carpets, VMAs I've done, blah blah blah. But I came to Atlanta because I realized I had a passion for music for years, and I never, did anything about it. And my fans never knew I could even sing. So, yeah. So, I heard a few people down here. Charlie, he was doing music. I thought it would be a cool experience to do G-Status when I
Right.
was offered, the position. So yeah, that kind of brought me out here. It was like everything kind of fell into place at the right time,
Okay.
So
let's dive into that. How did this offer come about?
yeah, actually, Ja said that he had been searching. He was looking around, and he said he had been following me for a little while, and he thought I would be perfect. And when I had mentioned, I guess in one of my stories or whatever, I'm going to Atlanta. I've been back and forth into Atlanta. My dad just brought my grandmother this really nice house in the country, like Conyers. So that's where I was staying, and I love my grandmother. I haven't seen her in years, so I came out here, spent time with her. I fell in love with kind of
Right.
Atlanta,
Right.
the whole story. So it just was convenience for me. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, hell yeah, a show. What? Yeah, I don't have enough gay followers as it is,
Right, right.
And I really wanted to be an advocate, for like androgynous guys,
Right.
in the scene. So, it was a great opportunity.
Okay.
When it was offered,
Well,
yeah.
that's it. You know what? I think you add a special something to the show that I personally like, because you never know when Milan shows up
Yeah.
or where things are going to go, because you do have an energy like, I'm not going to try you unless you try me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
very much so.
Yeah.
Because I watch the show, so
Absolutely.
I'll be up on it. But so Ja came to you about this idea, and you say, okay, I'm all in. I'm moving to Atlanta. This would be
Yes.
something to get my face out there, get on a different platform.
Yes.
Did you think it would turn out the way that it did after being on the show?
No. And there's a few reasons why. When I came into the show, me and Ja had a clear understanding of, we were on the same page with the vision. The vision was there, and he was like, you got to take a chance in me, and I'm really gonna do this, and I trusted him, and I, still to a way, trust him. It's just, It's been a lot of complications, you know, along the way.
Okay.
There's a few things I'm not going to mention out of professionalism. I have a lot of love for Ja and the G-Status, you know, production team. However, Ja's young,
Okay.
and I've you know I've been very verbal, you know, for quite a long time. You know, we've been doing the show for about 5 months now, 5 or
Yeah.
6 months. So I've been quite verbal and, you know, expressed how I was feeling about a few things. You know, I'm sure you've heard about you know, production and a cast member.
Yeah.
You know,
Production and a cast member.
Yes.
Like, give us more. What do you mean?
I mean
heard about production.
production, you know, involvement with a cast member.
So somebody on production,
I am
being
not
with a
going,
cast member,
I'm, yes,
or kind of.
yes,
Okay. So
yes.
there is some type of connection with production and can
Yes.
you want to tell
Yes.
us who?
Well, I mean, the blog posts are out there.
Oh, the
you
blog
know?
posts are out
The
there.
blog posts are out there.
So
you know, it's not, but it's not me officially saying it, you know,
Okay.
on this platform. You know, however, that brought up, you know, a few questions within the G-Status family. You
Right.
know, because it boils down to professionalism. It boils down to
Yeah.
favoritism.
yeah.
And you know, he promised, of course, you know, he never disclosed if he was or wasn't, you know, dealing with anyone from the,
Right.
you know, cast.
So are they like
but
dating?
obviously we know. what
Is it a dating thing or is it kind of a
Listen.
sex thing?
Listen, that is not a question for
Oh.
not this guy.
Oh,
okay?
right. Okay.
All I'm saying is I don't care about anything that they do.
Yeah.
You know, as long as, you know, he kept his word that, you know, no things would be, you know, manipulated in
Right.
anyone's favor. You know what I
Right.
mean? And we have all collectively seen that happen.
Wow.
So now it's an issue.
So now it's the issue.
And I can't have my name a part of something,
Yeah.
you know, that is of that.
Right.
It's not, if we're not all on the same, you know, level, what's the point? You know what I
So
mean?
is it? Are you saying to me that you'll not be returning to G-Status season 2? Are you telling me that?
Yes, I am sadly saying that I will not be returning to G-Status season 2.
Really?
I know.
So I kind of feel like, okay, because there's been a couple of the guys, as well as yourself,
And we can get into that as
who
well.
also said that they would not be returning. That says a lot, you know, for somebody's first time around doing a reality show, because normally people want to continue to do shows like this that gets them out there and kind of bring
Yeah.
awareness to them.
And you know what? It's like a thing where that's exactly what I came here to do. That's
Right.
what I wanted to do. It's sad to have left, you know, to be leaving, rather, you know, because I won't be participating in the official, you know, reunion.
You're not going to the reunion?
I'm not going to
either?
be doing the reunion. We got a text from production, you know,
Okay.
basically stating that there were threats made online, and you know, I never ever said a threat. You can go look online. The only thing I've ever said online was, "When I see you, it's on site. It's me and you."
So it's Cardi B.
That's
like
it.
a Cardi B.
Cardi B? I don't.
Like a Cardi B.
I don't condone in that. If I was Nicki, I would have stood there too and let her
Yeah.
look crazy, and that would have just been what it was.
So who
But,
are you talking about specifically when you say when I see you is on site?
I'm talking about Corday.
You're talking about Corday.
Dummy, yes.
You know what?
And I did
Boy,
not come to this
did
interview.
Sherrod come up with that?
I think he
Because
did.
it was so funny.
But it
when
caught.
he's-
It caught a
Yeah,
lot of
it-
people.
it caught. Okay, and we're going to dive into that more about that whole beef that you and Corday have. But I want to talk a little bit about, because this is your kind of like your season of it's like a new season for you.
Yes.
When you kind of came from New York to ATL and you kind of like trying to find your way, figure things out.
Right.
How has the response from the cast made you feel? Do you feel welcome to Atlanta at all?
Yes.
You
yes. Yeah.
do? Okay.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, Zafar, has been a doll. You know, like we just came from hanging out with him the other night.
Right.
And that's how close we are. You know, Sherrod, same thing. I don't get to see him as often because he's always popping in and out of places. He's booked. That's cute. That's what's
He
up.
booked and she
That's
busy.
what's up, baby.
He booked and she busy.
But yeah, as far as, you know, True has been great. I just hung out with him the other night. He actually gave me some tea about, you know, Ja and why he quit the show, and it's because of me. And I didn't know.
Because of you.
Apparently, True came in for, you know, the confessionals recording.
Okay.
And Ja had some things, you know, and I'm not trying to say that the show's fake. I'm not trying to say, you know, but we all know what it is. We signed up for this. We knew things were going to be embellished. Things were going to be, you know, somewhat twisted.
Yeah.
You know, in the favor of the storyline.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, but True's not like that. True doesn't like that. You know, tell me to say something, I'm gonna say it. He's not like that. He wants to say what he wants to say.
What he say,
you know, that's why. I think that was more of the reason why it was like I can't be myself. I can't, you know. And you got me trying to talk about people.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's what I wanted to clear up because in the last episode, you know, it kind of like everybody tried to like flip it so that it was like on me that we spoke about Sherrod. Now Sherrod knows what it is. I talked to Sherrod.
Right.
You know, you met me in the setting you met me in for the first time, and you're gonna sit there in my face and basically be like, you know, this is my home. You know, don't lie to me.
Right.
You know, the first time I'm meeting you, because that looks real stupid on you. You feel what I'm saying? And I told him that.
Right.
You know, nobody's scared of nobody. I keep telling people this, you know, and I'm trying to be nice.
So you never said that he was homeless.
Go back.
You never said.
You hear who says homeless. You could clearly hear who says he's homeless.
Right.
It wasn't me.
Right.
And I said, no, he's not homeless. That's not what I said. And I wasn't even being shady,
right.
You know, but the way they try to flip it. And the funny part is, that scene, you know, first filming it was kind of boring. It was a boring scene to film. It was quiet, it was awkward. You know, we were talking with them, and we kind of stopped. So production was like, you know, okay, well, Milan, you know, what about the Sherrod thing? And I'm like, what Sherrod thing? And they're like, Sherrod thing. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's not his house, you know? And that's kind of how that came to be.
That's kind of how
you feel what I'm saying? Okay. But now it's turned like, oh, Milan's this vicious. And then Corday's using that. He was sitting right there when production said it. That's the funny part. But he's using that to his advantage, you know, to have some sort of image. I'm not here for that. That's what I'm not here for. You know, you got something to say to me, say it. It's been 3 interviews. Right. Where you're dogging me, you know, about my character and how I act and who I am and how I don't know who I am. How dare you? Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Let's jump back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. When the show first kind of aired and was airing, you had another beef.
Okay.
With yours truly, Akeem.
Akeem, yeah.
And that beef was kind of intense.
When I tell you,
it was very intense. Matter of fact,
and he did get intense.
He was very disrespectful. Let me just say that. Being in the culture, it's just some stuff you just don't go.
Say.
Yeah, you don't say. It's just some place you just don't go. How are you and Akeem now?
You know, I watched the show, and from what he said to me before it went, you know, he actually did warn me, to be honest. And
he warned you?
He warned me. He came at the premiere party. You were there. We were in the VIP section. He warned me. He was like, you know, I said a few things, but, you know, it's out of the, you know, the persona of me and the show.
And what he wanted to create.
And, you know, I kind of respected that because I'm coming in new. You feel what I'm saying? But when I saw it, it was harsh.
Yeah.
It was really harsh. But at the same time, I laughed.
You laugh?
Maybe Methuselah. Come on, Methuselah!
Right.
You know? It was like, you know, Pocahontas and all his little jokes kind of reminded me, like, they kind of were sideways, you know, jokes because they were kind of compliments too. Because Pocahontas is gorgeous. Like, hello, like, what's going on? But so you know, I have, you know, there's nothing there. I promise. Nothing there. Okay. You know what he said. You know, he confronted me about that. We spoke about that.
Okay.
You know, obviously he knows it's wrong. He apologized. You know, and that was what it is. You know.
Who is that one person? I know you have a special love for Zafar. Who is that one person that you're just good on? Like, I don't care to be in the same room with you.
You know what?
Anybody from the show?
You know what? I could be in the room with anybody from the show. It's if they could be in the room with me.
Oh, really?
Especially from the incident that happened the other night.
Okay.
I was with a few, you know, I guess you guys call it gay famous friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of us in the room. And two of the cast members decided to walk in not knowing I was in town with my best friend, who also is in a bit of a situation with Tramel. They want to kind of tussle around from the comments I read. I don't really know
they kind of
about
want to
that.
tussle around.
Yeah, I heard jaws
Really?
being broken
Really?
from Tramel's side.
Is you and your best friend,
my best friend,
and
you know,
Tramel?
it's more of a thing where he's protecting me and then they don't want, you know, I don't know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, because Corday has his little protection from Tramel and, you know, so now, you know, we were sitting there and they almost came in and they saw us and they turned right around
and
left.
oh.
And,
Okay.
you know, I'm talking like several witnesses, but that's not the point. It's just like, you say, but we told you and we are going to see you. You feel what I'm saying? And we're here now and I don't know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is at this point.
Okay. So let's talk about that whole Tramel idea. How do you feel about Tramel? Do you feel Tramel
let me tell you this.
is a
this
real
is all
person?
I'm going to say about Tramel. Now, me and Tramel have had words. He's told me how his looks are on the show and how he looks at it when he does the show. I don't necessarily agree. He says the show is just something for entertainment. It's to entertain people.
Right.
Da, 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 da. He doesn't take it seriously. Whether, you know, on my side, it's an image thing. I have, you know, fans, you know, that I already came with. You feel what I'm saying? So you're manipulating their, you know, truth about me because of a show, and y'all saying, oh, it's fake, but in real life you're saying, oh, it's real.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, you can't do that. You know, and then he's like, oh, I only comment on, I don't agree with half of what Corday says, but then you like egg him on. You know, I don't really, I can't, how can I respect that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, my friend, he already knows what it is. You wrong.
Right.
You was wrong, but to tell him that, and I have a problem with you right now because because that's how
you feel like he played both sides of the fence.
I feel like he played the side of the fence, and I feel like he does it, and that he's okay with it. He's accepted it. And I don't think that that's a real friendship. I don't think that's
because it was kind of like on that last episode, he was like, you know, I thought I could mend these two.
No, because then at the same time you're like, he's
like,
the stupid.
Maybe I am here for the drama.
You're
and I'm
here
like,
for
well,
the drama.
Do
now
you want them to make up or do you not want them to make up?
Come on, man.
But listen,
you can't play devil's advocate.
We
like that.
are going to show a sneak peek right now, so stay tuned for this.
Good for you. It was sold out. It was sold out. I never, ever said that the guy was homeless. He's not homeless. I know he's not homeless. I mean, I know he's a porn star, but shit, at least I know that porn stars make money. Come on, you can't be homeless.
Trust me, there's more than that. There's more than this.
Wait, no, because evidently they need to get this shit out, because I don't want to take
It's out! It's out! You sound dumb, that's what we got out. That's you sound...
Can we agree that y'all just don't like each other?
No, we don't like each other. You don't have anything for me, and I don't have anything for you. Fuck out of here.
Okay, y'all don't have
Fuck out of here.
Y'all don't. All right, so once again, you guys are in this room. Y'all having a whole powwow situation about Sherrod and him being homeless. Did y'all ever resolve that situation? Like,
me and Sherrod are
you
we were
and
so
Sherrod are
good
good
before that night. Did you
Right.
guys, if you saw my story that night, and I reposted it. Me and Sherrod were in the bed, like laughing and like talking.
Oh, okay, that's
and
good.
We're good. We were
Right.
great. It was Corday that had a problem that we were great. He didn't like, I don't know, for whatever reason.
right.
But
right.
he's so above, you know. Oh, let's uplift gay people.
Right.
But you're tearing one down. Like, since
Do
the
you
moment met me.
feel personally that the show painted you in the best light?
I feel like at this point, the whole reason why I'm leaving is because I would have to decline by saying no. You know, I didn't want to be in most drama. You know, drama just happened around me, and I'm gonna react. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. So I don't feel like there was a lot said in that scene that wasn't used, which made me look kind of punkish. And looking punkish, and where I'm from, we don't cut it. It's nah. So
You know, Adrian had the same thing where he kind of felt like he was, you know, looked at it like he was a punk because of the way it was edited. So, and sometimes, you know, you can't control that because, you know, y'all, of course, y'all not doing the editing.
of course,
So let's jump fast forward.
yes.
When it comes to this G-Status franchise and dealing with all of these guys, have what are your most magical, memorable moments from this whole experience?
I would have to say just like there was one night where I think it was after when True fought. He fought December, the big fight, like that leaked.
I didn't see that yet.
Woo!
Really?
It leaked. No, it leaked. It's on the internet, but
Oh, it leaked?
yeah, it leaked early, like quick.
Mm.
But yeah, after that, like some people left, and it was like True and like Sherrod. It was kind of like they weren't like they had a problem, but they didn't really. They were okay,
Right.
you know. They were. It wasn't as bad, you know, because
Right.
we didn't start confessionals yet.
Right.
So it wasn't as bad before, you know, and that was a time where we all was like chilling and running around in the parking lot
Right.
after like filming. It was really nice. That's like one of my most memorable moments with like a large group of them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I hang out with like a few of them, like me, True, Zafar, Sherrod almost came. Like we were all almost together the other night. So
Oh, okay.
you know, we hang out. Like when we see each other around, we like
Well, that's good.
we go
That's
out
good.
together, you know?
Yeah,
So,
because if you can look, y'all in these Instagram posts, in these Instagram beefs,
I'm trying to just
yeah, I seen where you and Corday and Sherrod had a whole like going back and forth thing. Do you want
Yeah.
to tell me more about that? Because you asked the question of Corday. You said you had something to say about me. I think you said something in that light of.
No, it's just, you know, Corday kind of like diminishes the person I am. He basically thinks it's an act and doesn't believe that I'm theatrical and that,
Right.
you know, I have a, you know, vigorous, you know, sense of, you know, I don't
Personality.
know, personality.
Yeah.
And I don't understand, like, why make fun of me and downplay me for that? Like, is
Right.
that bad? Like, am I doing something wrong to somebody? Like,
Right.
let me do me, you feel me? It's
Right.
like, oh, it's a fake thing, but I credit, it's like he gives me these sideways compliments that I'm just
Right.
not taking. Like, I just...
Do you feel like he has like this above all persona?
That, I don't know who he is as a person. That's what I
Okay.
will say. However, the way he presented himself to me the first time I ever met him and I said hello, it was nasty. And it was,
really?
It was of that persona.
Really?
Which is why I was like, ugh. Ooh,
Like I'm
okay.
good.
And that's why I didn't feel for him. That's why I did. There was no other reason besides the way he introduced himself to every single other person in the room. And then I was like going to like, you know, like, oh, like, you know, and he kind of like, doop, like curved it. So I was
Oh,
like,
really?
that was off camera. But on camera, we had, you know.
You gotta interact.
but
Okay.
yeah, it is what it is.
So, on a lighter note, what's new for you? Cause I mean, the people want to know, like, what's new for Milan Jadda?
Milan Jadda.
Like, what do you have going on? Because if you're not gonna be on G-Status, we want more of you.
Yes.
Like, I mean, what do you have going on currently?
Well, y'all know I'm still coming out with that EP. I'm sorry it hasn't come out yet, but you know how it works.
All
Like, I'm
right.
not trying to queen you like Nikki did. But you know, it's perfection for me. So it needs to be perfect.
Yeah.
So wait on that. But I am about to start filming.
Filming what?
Da, 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 da.
Can you give us?
It's called The World versus Jadda.
Oh, is this
And
like a
it's-
docu-series
This is
or?
a potential reality series.
Ooh.
Yeah, about, you know, my struggles and my, you know, the things I
Right.
conquer in the industry,
Okay.
you know, around my music, my friendships, my relationships. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Oh, that sounds dope. Do you have a time frame for us?
I'm trying to give you maybe like January.
January.
I'm trying to give you January.
Okay.
So
January.
January, let's hold me to it, right? This
Right.
means I have to get to work.
right. Well, that's good. You know what? We wish you the best over here on
Thank
GrindTime
you so
TV
much.
because you know what? We want to see people win, and this is just,
Yeah.
you know, a stepping stone, a new beginning for you. And look, I know how it was when I came here. Way from Baltimore, didn't know anybody, really trying to find my way.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard to make friends with gay guys
No,
here in Atlanta?
no.
You know?
No, I
Okay.
mean, I think it's because the people I meet other people through
Yeah.
they're kind of like me. Like Zafar, we click because we're alike. You see, y'all don't realize. Y'all think that we're like two different people, but when we in like at the house and we just like shirts off, dancing, it's like we're the same.
Right.
We sit there,
Right.
and so his friends, they gravitate to me just the same.
Right.
You know.
At first, I mean, I thought y'all had like a little,
No, he's like my brother.
a little relationship thing
He's
going on. I was
like,
like, what is it? Because the way it was edited and the way that, I mean, y'all were
You
feeding
see?
each other, that
You
first date.
see?
I was like, oh, maybe. But
You
hey.
can't believe everything you see on TV.
You know what? You cannot believe everything you see on TV. That is why you got to tune into Grind Time, because we got the exclusives for you. Is there anything else that you want to say or address before we log off?
I just, and if I hurt anybody's feelings during this interview, that wasn't my intent. This was something to clear my name. At this point, pull up. That's all I have to
Pull
say.
up?
Pull up.
You so New
Otherwise,
York.
when it comes to the interview, I'm waving the white flags. I'm not gonna do no more interviews back and forth. So, if you stop, I'll stop. Surprise.
Look, let these people know one more time, and look, y'all make sure y'all follow Milan, because it's always a party when Milan comes around. But Milan, I want you to take us out and let everybody know where to follow you and how to contact you, and for
So,
bookings, whatever you want to say.
Bookings and all.
Bookings and all.
Yes. So you can at me on Instagram. That's Milan, Milan Jadda, Jadda. Or if you want to book me or see my stuff, or I guess Google me. Google me. Yeah, it's all there. Bye.
That's what's up, guys. Y'all know, look, you heard it here with an exclusive interview with your boy, Rahim Brazil. Look, if you haven't already followed us on Instagram, make sure you follow GrindTime _TV. I almost got it wrong, but GrindTime _TV on Instagram. But also follow me at Rahim Brazil online. We got more interviews coming up. I got Lipstick and Cognac coming up shortly, so y'all make sure y'all get into that interview tomorrow. Look, y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we do. We're going to keep this thing locked and loaded right here on GrindTime TV. Give us a thumbs up. Give us some comments. Look, I'm sitting here with the hottest, the courageous, the androgynous, the magnificent Milan Jadda.
You're so
Let's
sweet.
get it.
Bye.
Bye.